Do you ever wake up in the morning and feel like your energy has slipped away faster than it used to? Maybe your legs feel heavier, your memory feels foggier, or your day starts slower than you'd like. The truth is, after 60, the way you spend your mornings can add or take away years from your life. In this video, we're going to explore 5 powerful morning habits backed by science that can help you live up to 10 years longer. Simple, practical steps that improve your heart, sharpen your mind, and bring back that spark of vitality every day. Let me share a quick story. Evelyn, a 72-year-old from Florida, used to skip breakfast, reach for coffee first thing, and spend most mornings watching TV. She often felt sluggish, and her doctor warned her that her blood pressure and memory were getting worse. But when she started changing just a few small habits each morning, like drinking water before coffee, stretching gently, and writing down one positive thought, her energy came back, her balance improved, and she felt more in control of her health than she had in years. That's the power of mornings. They set the tone not just for your day, but for your future. And the good news? It's never too late to start. So, in today's video, we'll break down these 5 morning habits one by one. We'll look at why they matter, how to do them, and the mistakes to avoid. Let's begin with the first habit, something so simple yet so overlooked that can instantly change how you feel each morning. Hydration. Why morning habits matter. After 60. After the age of 60, many people notice that their days feel very different from when they were younger. Waking up tired, moving a little slower, or forgetting small things can become part of daily life. But here's something important. Science shows that what you do in the first hour of your morning can influence not only how you feel for the rest of the day, but also how long and how well you live. Researchers at the National Institute on Aging have found that our circadian rhythm, the body's internal clock, changes with age. This means seniors often wake up earlier, may struggle with deep sleep, and can feel less energetic in the morning. The good news is, building intentional morning habits helps reset that rhythm, boosting both energy and longevity. In fact, a study from Harvard Medical School revealed that seniors who developed structured morning routines had 30% better heart health and reported less cognitive decline compared to those who didn't. Let me share a story. George, a 68-year-old retired teacher from Ohio, used to start his mornings by turning on the TV news and sipping coffee on an empty stomach. Within an hour, he often felt anxious, sluggish, and unfocused. His doctor suggested a small change. Start the day with water, 5 minutes of stretching, and a light breakfast rich in fiber. Within 3 months, George noticed he could walk longer without fatigue. His blood pressure stabilized, and his mood improved. George said, "It feels like my mornings finally give me life instead of draining it." After 60, your mornings aren't just the beginning of your day. They are the foundation of your health. By shaping the first hour with small positive actions, you give your body and brain the best chance to thrive. Now that we understand why mornings are so important, let's move into the very first habit that can transform your day. And surprisingly, it starts with something as simple as a glass of water. Habit number 1, hydration before anything else. Think about the very first thing you put into your body each morning. For many people, it's coffee, sometimes even before they've opened the curtains. But after 60, your body has already gone 7 to 9 hours without water. That's nearly a third of your day spent dehydrated. And dehydration, even mild, can have powerful effects: fatigue, dizziness, memory lapses, and even increased risk of stroke. According to the Mayo Clinic, older adults are especially vulnerable to dehydration because the sense of thirst weakens with age. In other words, your body may desperately need water, but you don't always feel thirsty. A study published in the journal Nutrition and Healthy Aging found that seniors who drank at least 2 glasses of water in the morning showed improved blood circulation and significantly better cognitive performance compared to those who didn't. Let me give you a real example. Margaret, 74, from Arizona, used to begin her mornings with a cup of black coffee. She often felt lightheaded by mid-morning, assuming it was just part of aging. Her doctor suggested one small change: drink a tall glass of water, about 300 ml, before her coffee. Within 2 weeks, Margaret reported fewer dizzy spells, steadier energy, and clearer memory. She said, "It's such a simple thing, but I feel more alive in the mornings." Here's the small lesson. Hydration is not just about quenching thirst. It's about giving your heart, brain, and muscles the fuel they need to start the day strong. Water helps thin the blood slightly, which makes it easier for the heart to pump. It lubricates stiff joints, improves digestion, and even boosts mood by reducing cortisol, the stress hormone. A simple morning routine could look like this. Keep a glass of water by your bed. When you wake up, drink it before reaching for your phone or coffee. If plain water feels boring, add a squeeze of lemon, a slice of cucumber, or a pinch of Himalayan salt for electrolytes. Now that you understand how a single glass of water can change your morning, let's move to the next habit: gentle movement and stretching that wakes up not just your mind, but also your entire body. Habit number 2, gentle stretching and movement. After 60, many people wake up with stiffness in their joints or heaviness in their legs. This isn't just getting old. It's often the result of long periods of inactivity during sleep, when blood circulation slows and muscles tighten. The truth is, just 5 to 10 minutes of gentle stretching in the morning can unlock your joints, reduce pain, and set the tone for a day filled with energy and mobility. Science backs this up. A study from Harvard Health Publishing found that seniors who practiced light morning stretching reduced their risk of falls by 30% and reported greater ease in daily activities like climbing stairs or bending down. Stretching wakes up the muscles, improves flexibility, and stimulates blood flow to the brain, which enhances alertness. Think of it as oiling the gears of your body before you start moving. Here's a simple example: a routine of rolling your shoulders backward, gently turning your neck from side to side, and lifting your knees while seated can already make a noticeable difference. For those who want a bit more, chair yoga or Tai Chi are wonderful, low-impact options proven to improve balance and lower blood pressure. Let me share the story of Harold, 70, from Seattle. Harold used to dread mornings. He would wake up stiff, shuffle to the kitchen, and collapse into his chair. His doctor recommended 10 minutes of simple stretching every morning. Harold began with seated leg lifts and gentle torso twists while listening to music. Within weeks, he noticed he could walk his dog longer, felt less back pain, and even regained confidence when moving around the house. Harold said, "It's like I gave myself back a piece of freedom." Many seniors believe exercise has to be hard or sweaty to count. This is a myth. For older adults, gentle, consistent movement matters far more than intensity. Overdoing it in the morning, like trying push-ups or long jogs without preparation, can cause injuries instead of benefits. Gentle stretching in the morning is not about becoming an athlete. It's about reminding your body that it can still move with grace, flexibility, and strength. It's about sending your muscles and joints a simple message: I'm awake and I'm ready for today. Now that your body is awake and your joints are loosened, it's time to turn our attention to something just as important: waking up your mind. Let's explore the next habit: morning mental exercises to keep your brain sharp and your memory strong. Habit number 3, brain activation, mental exercises. Your brain is just like a muscle. It needs to be used, challenged, and cared for, especially after the age of 60. The morning, when your mind is fresh and uncluttered, is the perfect time to give it a gentle workout. Doing this daily doesn't just keep your memory sharper. It can actually protect your brain from decline in the years ahead. According to the Alzheimer's Association, engaging in regular mental exercises can reduce the risk of dementia by up to 35%. Activities like journaling, doing crosswords, practicing gratitude, or even learning a few words in a new language stimulate the hippocampus, the part of the brain responsible for memory and learning. A study from Rush University Medical Center in Chicago showed that seniors who practiced daily cognitive activities had a significantly slower rate of memory loss compared to those who didn't. Let me share a story. Evelyn, a 78-year-old grandmother, felt her memory was slipping. She sometimes forgot where she placed her glasses or repeated the same question to her daughter. Instead of giving in to frustration, Evelyn began each morning by writing down 3 things she was grateful for and solving a Sudoku puzzle. Within a few months, she noticed she could recall names more easily and even remember details from her favorite books. Her family said, "It feels like Mom is herself again." Many older adults believe brain decline is inevitable, that forgetfulness is just part of aging. While some changes are natural, research proves that the brain can grow new connections even into our 80s through a process called neuroplasticity. In other words, your brain is never too old to learn, adapt, and strengthen. Treat your morning like a gift to your brain. Even 5 to 10 minutes of mental activity can make a difference. Write a journal entry, do a crossword, or simply recall yesterday's events in detail. Each small effort is like planting seeds for a sharper, healthier mind. Now that your brain feels awake and focused, let's turn to another habit that fuels not only your mind, but also your heart. The kind of breakfast choices that can add years to your life. Habit number 4, heart-boosting breakfast choices. They say breakfast is the most important meal of the day, and after 60, this becomes more true than ever. Your body has fasted overnight, your blood sugar is low, and your heart and brain are waiting for the fuel that will carry them through the morning. The right breakfast can energize you, stabilize your mood, and even protect your heart for years to come. The wrong one, however, can drain your energy and quietly increase your risk of chronic disease. The American Heart Association recommends a breakfast rich in fiber, healthy fats, and lean protein. Foods like oatmeal, berries, walnuts, flax seeds, and yogurt not only stabilize blood sugar, but also reduce inflammation in the arteries. A large study from Harvard School of Public Health found that seniors who regularly ate whole grain breakfasts had a 20% lower risk of heart disease compared to those who ate processed foods or skipped breakfast entirely. Let's take an example. Robert, 66, used to start his day with bacon, toast, and sugary orange juice. He often felt sluggish by mid-morning, and his cholesterol levels were creeping up. His doctor suggested swapping bacon for oatmeal topped with blueberries and walnuts, plus a cup of green tea instead of juice. Within 6 months, Robert lost 10 pounds, lowered his cholesterol, and felt sharper and calmer throughout the day. He laughed and said, "I thought I was giving up flavor, but I discovered real energy instead." Many older adults either skip breakfast altogether or load it with processed meats, white bread, and sugary drinks. While it may feel filling, these choices spike blood sugar and increase artery inflammation, two silent triggers of heart disease. Skipping breakfast, on the other hand, has been linked to higher rates of hypertension and type 2 diabetes in seniors. Think of your breakfast as medicine on a plate. Every bite is a choice between fueling your body or feeding disease. By focusing on heart-healthy foods like whole grains, berries, nuts, and lean protein, you not only feel better today, but you also build protection for the future. And while food nourishes your body from the inside, there's another natural nutrient that many seniors overlook: sunlight. Let's move into the next habit: getting safe morning sunlight for vitamin D, stronger bones, and a brighter mood. Habit number 5: sunlight and vitamin D. When you step outside in the early morning, the gentle sunlight doesn't just brighten the world, it fuels your body. After the age of 60, vitamin D deficiency becomes one of the most common and overlooked health issues. In fact, the National Institutes of Health estimates that nearly 50% of older adults have insufficient vitamin D levels. Why does this matter? Because vitamin D is essential for strong bones, a healthy immune system, and even mood regulation. Without it, risks of osteoporosis, depression, and even cardiovascular disease rise sharply. Morning sunlight is one of the safest and most effective ways to replenish vitamin D naturally. Just 10 to 15 minutes of exposure on your arms and face can give your body the boost it needs. Research from Johns Hopkins University found that seniors with healthy vitamin D levels were 30% less likely to experience mobility issues and had stronger muscle function compared to those who were deficient. Beyond bones and muscles, sunlight also helps regulate melatonin, improving sleep cycles, a common struggle for many older adults. Take the story of Linda, 69, from California. She often felt tired, her joints ached, and she relied heavily on supplements. After speaking with her doctor, she made it a habit to step outside on her patio each morning with a cup of tea, letting the sunlight touch her skin for 15 minutes. Within months, Linda noticed her bones felt stronger. Her mood lifted, and she even slept more soundly. She said, "It's like the sun recharges me from the inside out." Many seniors think that taking vitamin D supplements alone is enough. While supplements can help, nothing replaces the natural synergy of sunlight. Others avoid sunlight entirely out of fear of skin cancer. While caution is wise, safe exposure, early morning light, short duration, and protective clothing afterward brings enormous benefits without the risks of midday UV damage. Sunlight is not just about warmth or brightness, it's medicine. Treat it like a daily nutrient, as essential as food or water. By stepping into the morning sun, you're giving your bones, your heart, and even your mind a gift of health and vitality. And now that we've fueled the body with hydration, movement, nourishing food, and sunlight. Let's focus on something more internal: the power of mindfulness and stress reduction in the morning to keep both body and soul young. Habit number 6, morning mindfulness and stress reduction. Stress doesn't just live in your mind, it leaves fingerprints on your body. After 60, chronic stress becomes one of the most underestimated health risks, silently raising blood pressure, weakening the immune system, and speeding up memory decline. The morning before the noise of the world takes over is the perfect time to quiet your mind and lower stress. Just 5 to 10 minutes of mindfulness can transform the way your entire day unfolds. The science is clear. According to the American Psychological Association, daily mindfulness practices reduce cortisol, the stress hormone, by nearly 25%. Lower cortisol means better heart health, improved memory, and a calmer mood. A study from UCLA found that seniors who practiced mindfulness meditation for just 12 minutes a day over 8 weeks showed significant improvements in attention, emotional stability, and overall well-being. Consider the story of Thomas, 73, from Vermont. He had always been a worrier about his finances, his health, and his grown children. He would wake up each morning with a knot in his chest. A friend introduced him to simple mindfulness breathing, sitting quietly, closing his eyes, and focusing only on his breath for 5 minutes. Within a month, Thomas noticed his blood pressure dropped. He felt less anxious, and mornings became something to look forward to rather than dread. He shared, "I never knew peace could be this simple." Many seniors assume mindfulness means emptying the mind completely or sitting cross-legged for hours like a monk. That's a myth. Mindfulness is simply about being present, paying attention to your breath, your senses, or even the warmth of your tea. Overcomplicating it often discourages people from starting. Mindfulness is like a reset button for your nervous system. Each morning, take a few quiet minutes to center yourself. It could be breathing deeply, listening to gentle music, or repeating a short affirmation like, "I'm calm, I am strong." These tiny practices send a powerful message to your body. Today will not be ruled by stress. And once your mind feels calm and steady, it's the perfect moment to fuel your body further. Let's explore the next habit: daily movement and exercise routines that keep your heart strong and your body independent well into your later years. Habit number 7, daily movement and exercise routines. Movement is medicine. After 60, exercise isn't about running marathons or lifting heavy weights. It's about keeping your body strong enough to stay independent, mobile, and free. Studies show that regular daily movement can reduce the risk of heart disease, diabetes, arthritis, and even depression. Yet, the key isn't intensity, it's consistency. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, adults over 65 who engage in at least 150 minutes of moderate activity per week, like brisk walking, swimming, or cycling, lower their risk of premature death by 33%. Even more impressive, incorporating strength and balance exercises just twice a week cuts fall risk nearly in half. Let's look at a real-life story. Maria, 71, from Texas, used to spend most of her day sitting, watching TV, reading, or napping. She thought exercise was too late for her. But after joining a local senior fitness class, where she practiced light resistance band training and chair yoga, her back pain eased. She walked with more confidence, and even her doctor reduced her blood pressure medication. Maria said, "I didn't get younger, but I feel like I reclaimed years of my life." Many seniors either push themselves too hard or avoid exercise completely. Overexertion, like sudden jogging without preparation, can lead to injuries. On the other hand, inactivity weakens muscles, reduces balance, and accelerates aging. The sweet spot is finding enjoyable, sustainable routines, like gardening, dancing, walking with friends, or gentle yoga. Daily exercise isn't about fitness goals. It's about independence. Every squat strengthens your ability to stand up from a chair. Every walk protects your heart. Every stretch helps you reach for the things you love. Movement is a daily investment in freedom. And while exercise strengthens your body, there's another overlooked habit that nourishes both body and soul: staying socially connected. Let's move into the next habit: building meaningful relationships that keep your heart happy and your mind sharp. Habit number 8, staying socially connected. Human beings are wired for connection. After 60, friendships, family bonds, and community ties aren't just nice to have. They are essential medicine for the heart and brain. Loneliness, according to the U.S. Surgeon General, is now considered a public health epidemic, carrying health risks comparable to smoking 15 cigarettes a day. Seniors who stay socially connected live longer, recover faster from illness, and maintain sharper memories. Science confirms it. A study from Harvard's 80-year-long adult development study found that strong social relationships are the single biggest predictor of happiness and longevity, even more than wealth, fame, or career success. For seniors, this means morning rituals of connection, like calling a friend, attending a community class, or sharing breakfast with a spouse, can literally extend life. Take the story of Janet, 75, from Michigan. After her husband passed away, she spent months in isolation, her health and mood declining. A neighbor invited her to join a local walking group for seniors. At first hesitant, Janet eventually joined, walking 3 mornings a week. Soon, she felt less lonely. Her blood pressure dropped, and she laughed more than she had in years. She said, "These walks saved not just my health, but my joy." Many older adults believe independence means doing everything alone. While self-reliance is valuable, isolating yourself can be harmful. Others rely solely on digital contact, like social media. But studies show face-to-face interactions provide far stronger emotional and cognitive benefits. Social connection is not a luxury, it is survival. Each morning, make a small effort to reach out, whether it's greeting your neighbor, calling a sibling, or joining a group activity. These little acts stitch a safety net of love, belonging, and resilience that carries you through life's challenges. Now that we've explored the power of relationships, let's turn to one final habit that ties everything together: ending your mornings with gratitude and a sense of purpose, the fuel that keeps the spirit young. Habit number 9, ending with gratitude and purpose. Imagine closing your morning not with rush or worry, but with a quiet pause, a moment to breathe, reflect, and give thanks. Gratitude isn't just a feel-good emotion, it's medicine for the soul. Research from UC Berkeley's Greater Good Science Center shows that practicing gratitude improves sleep, lowers blood pressure, and even strengthens the immune system. For seniors, ending the morning with gratitude sets a calm and purposeful tone for the entire day. This can be as simple as writing down one thing you're thankful for, whispering a short prayer, or recalling a joyful memory. Pair it with purpose. Remind yourself why you matter, what makes your presence meaningful. Studies show that older adults who feel a sense of purpose are 2.4 times less likely to develop Alzheimer's and live, on average, 7 years longer. Take the story of Richard 80 from Florida. Every morning, he writes one line in his journal, "I am grateful for," and follows it with a small daily goal, like calling a friend or tending to his garden. He says it's not just a habit, it's his anchor. When I begin with gratitude, the whole day feels lighter. We've explored how hydration, gentle movement, mental activation, nourishing food, sunlight, mindfulness, exercise, social connection, and now gratitude form a powerful morning routine after 60. Each one is simple. Each one is doable. And together, they can add years, not just to your life, but to the joy in your life. Remember, small changes can bring big differences. Start with just one habit tomorrow morning and build from there. I'd love to hear from you. Which of these habits will you try first? Have you already experienced the benefits of one of them? Share your thoughts and stories in the comments. We read every single one. If this video brought you value, please give it a like. And don't forget to subscribe so you never miss the health tips that help you live longer and happier. And always remember, you are never too old to grow stronger, to feel joy, and to live with purpose. Wishing you health, happiness, and vitality at every age.